Well, yeah, because he also put you on the Mariah Carey joint, You Got Me.
Yeah, that was actually on my
that
album
he was on
too.
as well.
Yeah, that was on my album. So Jay was on my first album 2 times, and Mariah Carey. And it's the 20th anniversary of my album, Philadelphia Freeway, too. We having a big concert in Philadelphia, February 25th at the Fillmore. It's going to be crazy.
Right, because in 2003, you dropped your album, Philadelphia Freeway, which had Jay-Z, like you said. And, like, the feature list is just insane.
Yeah.
Insane. Snoop, Nate Dogg, Nelly, Faith Evans, and then, of course, Beanie, Petey Crack, Young Guns, and Amelia Sparks. Like, to have this much star power on your debut album as a brand new artist, how did that feel?
I couldn't even comprehend it at the time. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, it probably sunk in like a couple months after it was out. Like, it was just happening so fast, and like a lot of those features was like genuine relationships, like me chopping it up with Nelly and like, Snoop. We actually went to Snoop crib to the Doghouse to record that joint. Like, I was in the studio with Nate Dogg. I remember he came in the studio and he had a fifth of Henny. Shout out to Bink Dog. He produced that joint. And the beat was playing and Nate just leaned on the piano. He went back up on the fifth of Henny. Then he was like, ooh, 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 ooh. Like, these are priceless memories that I got. Like, and it was happening so fast, I couldn't even comprehend. Like,
Yeah, rest in peace, Nate Dogg.
Rest in peace, Tony.
Honestly, that right there, I don't care who sings on a hip hop track, no one will ever do it as good as Nate Dogg. I feel that was the original hip hop singer. When the Chronic dropped, that set a blueprint that's still being carried to this day.
Yeah, most definitely. Rest in peace to Nate Dogg. God bless him.
Yeah. And then the big hit on that album was What We Do.
Yeah, most definitely.
Did you know that was going to be the hit?
I was pushing for it. Like, when I first said that I wanted it to be a single, everybody didn't agree because it didn't have the standard format of verse, hook, but I felt strongly about it. We pushed it, and that joint ring off to this day,
Right, featuring Jay-Z and Beanie. What's it like in the studio with Jay-Z? Because you always hear all the different stories about how he doesn't write anything down, but he kind of formulates the song in his head by the time he gets to the booth. Like what is it about the Jay-Z process in the studio that's just different from other artists?
The majority of us do that. It's probably more of us that do it than don't, and it's a dope process. I'll tell you about what we do. So when Jay was we was at Baseline Studios, he was in the front playing pool. So when I originally brought him in the room, I wanted him to just say the keep goings. That's something that I picked up from Big Homie. He would like always, every once in a while, he have enough like a different voice on the record just to make it a little doper. Like you might hear a chick come in and say a couple words just to make the song doper. And that's something that I picked up from him that I like. So I originally brought him in to just say the keep goings. So I'm like, Big Homie, I need you to say the keep going. So he's like, all right, I got you. So he listened to my verse, the shit was playing. He sat down, then he started mumbling to himself. I'm like, oh shit, he probably about to give me a verse. So he like mumbling to himself probably for like 10 minutes. Then he like, go, I'm going in. He go in the booth, one take. Hove never slacking, man, zipping in the black range faster than the red goes, getting ghosts on Pac-Man. One time, I got that knack to get down. I'm like, oh shit, it's going down. Like, so he was like, I'm gonna come back and finish it. Like, because I had a bunch of bars on my verse. So before he came back, Beans wound up coming to the studio. I'm like, I just did this joint with Big Homie. It's crazy. Come listen to it. So once I let him hear it, he like, I'm jumping on this joint. And he put his verse on there, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody right. None of us, like, it was all, the process. We gonna call it The Process.
Right. And the other big song on that album was Flip Side, featuring Petey Crack.
Yeah. Man, Petey, that's like, that's my brother. Like, we had a rap group called Ice City, probably when early high school till we was like, young men, so our chemistry is crazy. Anytime we go on a record together, it's gonna be fire chemistry.